Evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my stream. My name is Troje Reed, and today we are playing Withering Waves. I just woke up from a nap, so that's why I sound like this. But I might start all my streams like this. I don't know. I could never reenact this voice and go and just calmly like this, but I definitely try. Anyway, before I start, I want to try to catch you guys up because a bit did happen from last time I streamed. So, Withering Waves updated. They added a new main quest, story mode, I guess you could say, that I'm kind of going through right now. And currently, I am in a snarl sphere, rescuing a trapped elf. I believe, like, you saw one of my streams ago. If you actually didn't watch it, if you haven't seen it, you can check it out on my channel on YouTube, which is Troje Reed not but Troje Reed 364. I'm sure I uploaded it up there. I hope I did, because there is no replay on this damn game. But, yeah, welcome. Take a seat, take a load off. And if you want, feel free to chat and chat. I'm not doing shit, so I'm just playing around, and I might talk to chat. Well, most likely will if anybody does. Anyway, I'm stalling. Time to get into it. Let's go. Oh, I also did the pull and got me a jellyfish woman, and I'm very happy. She's pretty badass. Ooh, I was supposed to reach that. Ooh, I kind of want to reach that. Ooh. Let me go ahead. I want to go over there and reach that. Oh, here we go.
This calibrator seems to be operational. One moment. That should do it. Why don't you give it a try? It's turning. Rotate the gravity calibrator to change the direction of the gravity's pull. If we use this, we should be able to reach areas we previously couldn't.
Leave it to me. Break. Moment of resonance. Hopefully this helps. Strike from the shadows.
hurry. We need to purify the other statues before the Dark Tide's corruption returns. Sounds like Foam's getting impatient. Let's head back.
An unexpected discovery. The hour is upon us. Hopefully this helps. The end has come. I sense your weakness. Cherish every gain. Remnants of the past. Did you feel any discomfort while we were clearing out the remnants?
Nothing out of the ordinary. I felt fine. I suppose this alone is not enough to determine whose resonator I am.
You've helped a lot. Don't worry about that for now. Another water rise is coming up. You planning to hold on to something?
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I mean, I am, but not like it's not needed to skip out on treasure right there.
Wind guide me. An unexpected discovery. By the way, you said the end descending into the city, but all we've seen so far are just its remnants.
And that's because this very waterway we're sailing on used to be the dark tide itself. In these waters, gravity isn't the only thing that's inverted. Its very essence is too. Obstacles ahead. Let's get off here. There it is, up there. But judging by the distance, we'd be hard-pressed to make it back in time.
Can you use your ability from somewhere in between to clear them all at once?
I might not have that range. But there may be tacit. Let's see if we can find one. That's it. A tacitite device.
Leave it to me. Disperse. The end has come. I sense your weakness.
This should do the trick.
Moment of resonance. Strike from the shadows. Hopefully this helps. Break. Wind guide me.
I'm upset I didn't see that. Oh well, not so much. I mean, I can always come back to it later.
You okay?
Just catching my breath. You go get the remnant spark. Up ahead is the Tower of Salvation. That's where the first pedestal is located.
Tower of Salvation?
Yes, a name taken from the Order's Codex.
Cherish every gain.
I'd rather know I'm a villain than remain a wanderer, lost in a world without understanding. To live with no memory of the past. Would it be so different from choosing to end it all? I must find the answer. Only then will I know how to face the memories I still carry. As for you, if I really am...
I can take care of myself. If it comes to that, I'll still remember the girl who cared enough to worry about me. Wind guide me.
I should go back for Cantarella. Will you wait here for us?
Of course.
I hope you won't mind the extra trip, phone.
I saw signs of battle along the way. Is anyone injured? You're not hiding anything from me?
Your smile is rather concerning.
Oh, I insist. Here, take this.
I'm only laughing because I was saying the same thing in my head. So...
There's no knowing what will happen once Turvin is placed on the pedestal. It's best we prepare ourselves.
I'm ready. Give me the wind sword. This is going to be a minute.
No longer shall you bear these thorns as a reminder. Forged from primordial seas, this crown shall grant a new identity. Fleur-de-Lis, child of divinity, the Immaculate One, will you uphold the sacred teachings of the Order of the Deep?
I will.
Salvation, unity, ascension. Of these three doctrines, which do you choose?
I choose salvation. I wish to be the Master's blade, striking evil, upholding virtue, and offering salvation to those in peril.
In the name of divinity, I bestow upon you this crown. May the blood of justice never run dry. Through this sacred rite, you become the bridge between the heavens and the living. From this day forward, you shall be the Master's sole receiver and herald. Rise, blessed maiden Fleur-de-Lis. None but the Master shall ever have the right to command you to bend the knee.
I told ya to stop sticking random stuff in here! Do you have any idea how messed up and humongous that frequency was? It's gonna give me indigestion! I should ask you that. What did you do just now, huh? I was dozing when BAM! Out of nowhere, a giant blue ball landed on top of me. It almost squished me.
I'm guessing putting Turvin on the pedestal has something to do with it.
Oh, hey! It smells just as unnatural as that big gigantor back in Jinjo.
The Sentinel of Jinjo. If what our little echo friend says is true, then the frequency that entered your tacit mark could be Imperator's powers.
Huh? But the Sentinel isn't even here.
The power to split and manipulate space.
It is reminiscent of the moment of Turvin's creation. Only this time the place of confinement has become your tacit mark.
Why would it do that?
I believe it was meant for the true maiden. Under the right circumstances, the one to wield this sword and enter the sonorosphere would be the Sentinel's resonator, the Blessed Maiden. The Sentinel entrusted their power to the resonator so that she could lend assistance when the corruption of the Threnodian altered them.
You don't seem to...
If Imperator set this in motion, then their original plan has already failed. Cardathia, that means your guidance holds the key now.
But...
I believe in you. Is there anything else you remember?
I just remembered the day I was crowned by the Order. And the moment the dark tide descended upon us. Huh?
But I didn't see the dark tide.
That is all I can remember.
Is that what you saw?
You witnessed it as well, Cantarella.
No. I only saw fragmented, blurry images. They seemed to belong to other places within the sonorosphere. I believe this is where we should rest. We'll wait until sunrise.
I'm gonna hit the sack as well. Boy, it's so cramped in here.
But he ain't hiccupy, which is interesting.
Now, what could you possibly want with me at a time like this?
Is it true that the Phasalia family was one of the factions that started the
The leader of one such faction, to be exact. That was a long time ago. After their defeat, the Union was disbanded under immense pressure, and the Phasalias gradually withdrew from the public eye.
Is this why you had no choice but to publicly change your beliefs?
No. The reasons for the Phasalia family relinquishing their pride and enduring disgrace are far more intricate than that.
What do you mean?
Long ago, Turvin was actually given to the Phasalia family by the first Primus, Napoli II. When the conflict had settled, he arranged a private meeting with the head of the family to reveal the truths behind the pilgrimage. He told the Phasalias that when he traveled through the first dark tide and reached its end, there was no sanctuary. Only a battlefield filled with darkness and suffering. The heavenly voices he heard were not revelations from the divinity, but the seductive whispers of the Threnodian, casting a lure for puppets to bite. As I told you before, Leviathan is a Threnodian who uses beliefs to spread a spiritual plague. You see, the Sentinel realized the Threnodian's plots, and thus the first Dark Tide was launched as a hasty reaping to save Reguna from the grim fate brought by the Dark Tide.
I didn't
The
skip that
Sentinel
before. They
split
actually
a
skipped it
portion of
though.
their power and entrusted it to Napoli II. This power allowed him to imbue the echoes with the strength to repel the tacit discords and purify the Dark Tide.
And this power was released through the lantern depicted in the stained glass?
Yes. The other part was kept inside Turvin.
I'm not gonna go
It
through all
was
these
in that
questions,
very
or at
moment,
least not this
when
long.
the Sentinel's power had been weakened, that the Threnodian corrupted and merged with their body, transforming.
If what you're saying is true, the first Primus should have been on Imperator's side. Did the spiritual plague you mentioned affect him?
Although the Primus's body remained whole, his soul was torn apart. The Sentinel's power failed to shield the Primus from the Threnodian's influence. As the two divinities vied for dominance, in the end, during that private meeting, he confessed that
So that's why he passed so abruptly.
the Phasalia family was powerless against the Order at that time. Our only recourse was to submit to their cause and keep the... Now, what could you possibly want with me at a time like this? A trivial experiment. A test designed to find... Yet after trying for so long, all we got was the...
I don't think she wants to continue this conversation.
Now, what could you possibly want?
Well, are you going to search those areas we passed?
The more clues, the better. Oh, and afraid I've slipped something extra in?
I'm just curious why the matriarch of the Phasalia family...
Food is always an easy target for those who find me less...
Is there anything else you'd like to ask? I'll share with you all that I can remember. That was its name before it became this seminary built on an island was not just a place of learning.
What did they teach?
The Order's scriptures, geography.
Shouldn't a seminary focus more on...
This was a seminary reserved only for resonators, so naturally. Besides, the doctrine of salvation emphasized the importance of... Is there anything else you'd like to ask? I'll share with you all that I can remember. The Sword of Discord, Hogness. I can't remember it, but as for Haltier, it wasn't... How did it end up being one of the
Perhaps we'll know once we find it.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask? It is...
I take it you don't mean that...
It is a place where sickness, hunger, sorrow, despair, and dullness of heart cease to exist. From a literal standpoint, this line describes in the beginning, the Dark Tide would claim only the areas it touched, assimilating all the dead. They would grow mouths and sing hymns, day and night. They didn't need eyes or ears. Even those who did not believe were drawn irresistibly to the Leviathan's creed. And when a soul is corrupted to its core, it will sing hymns without end on its sleep. And when every faithful soul has returned to paradise, the land consumed by the Dark Tide will begin its pilgrimage. The final act of the Dark Tide is...
Is this the future you saw after coming?
Yes. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? I'll share with you all that I can remember. You should get some rest.
You mean besides being squashed behind that blue thing? Yeah, I guess. Listen, I figured something out about that frequency. It's not a single frequency. It's like it's mixed up with something else. Or kinda like a piece of cookie that's been crumbled in with everything else. Which is why it's so hard to get a good bite. To see if it was a threat. I can now say with certainty that it isn't. But since it's a crumbly mess, other than taking up space, it's pretty useless.
We might encounter something similar at the next two pedestals. Keep an eye on this for me, will you?
Will do. You can count on me, 100%.
I thought I'd slip away quietly and avoid any fuss. Now, here I am dealing with all of you. Since you're all here, how about a morning stroll? Surge of deep tides. They're a lot feistier than before.
Need help?
Oh, this will be fun. Poison this. Riptides plainly. Well, this is where our paths must part.
You're here for the Sentinel. Why would you leave now?
What I saw yesterday caught my attention. It may be tied to the Sentinel. And besides, I'd rather not spend the day twiddling my thumbs, seeing as your gondola...
Are you sure you want to go alone?
Such concern for me. I do hope to see the fruits of your labor when I return. Mind if I take Turvin?
Go ahead. It's no use now that it's out of the pedestal. Its energy is gone.
It may still come in handy.
I'll add you in my terminal. Call me if you need help.
I just might ring you up once things are settled.
only I could still fight.
Everyone's doing their part. Don't worry. Nobody's perfect. The waterway up ahead is completely blocked.
That garden once housed dragon echoes. Now there's nothing left but tacit discords. Hogness should be here somewhere. This is where the acolytes used to be tested. Perhaps that Steely over there has instructions on what to do.
You don't remember from your exams?
As the Blessed Maiden, I was exempt. Sounds like they're talking about one of the three major belief systems, the faith of unity. I don't remember the pieces being spread out like this. Maybe we could find a way to move them.
Let's give it a try. We still need to rebuild the waterway. There's no point in finding Hogness if we can't repair the waterway. At that distance, we should take a wing ray. Hold on tight. Don't go falling off.
That one. It isn't supposed to be here. There's a gravity calibrator up ahead. Let's put it to good use.
Cardathea, grab on tight.
Huh? Oh, okay.
I'm just doing it wrong. Okay. So I'm back at the start. Oh no, I was doing it right. I was just being stupid. Being curious, I guess.
That's our goal, right there. But how do we move it?
Help me guide the wing ray to the top of the statue.
Of course. But what do you have in...
Wind guide me.
Oh, that's some powerful hands.
Is this really okay?
Saves us the trouble of finding some trigger mechanism. Are these the so-called dragons?
Is that a problem?
The last one was bigger.
Which last one?
Gehenna. Ever heard of it?
I used to ride it. It's Hogness. There's a gravity calibrator behind the collapsed wall we just passed. We can use it to reorientate ourselves. The remnant spark should be able to incinerate the thorns on the left.
Remnants of the past. You can let go now. How are you feeling?
So soft. So cuddly. I mean, I'm fine.
One sec, guys. Curious about the red area, but I might just like do that when I decide to explore this place after the story. Because I am coming back, don't get it wrong.
An unexpected discovery.
The waterway is still incomplete.
Wind guide me.
It's identical to the last statue. Same as before. I'll handle it.
Is there another way down? Do I have to jump? I don't like jumping. Sure, get ready for one hell of a fight.
Leave it to me. sense your weakness. Strike from the shadows. No hesitation. I sense your weakness. The end has come. Hopefully this helps. Don't push yourself too hard.
It's okay. I'm just doing my part.
Oh, this is cool.
We're still missing an area. But where?
Over there.
That might be too high for the wing ray.
Same as before. I'll handle it. Just a bit more.
I'll handle this bit. You rest. You've done well. Let's see if I can get a feel for how strong the gravitational forces are.
All right.
Leave it to me. Moment of resonance. No hesitation. The hour is upon us.
They actually did some small damage to me. But I was focused mainly on the archery. So that's understood. Good thing I had to go. I thought I tried to chest. I was going for it. I was like, yeah, nope, I see that first. I'm going for that.
Strike from the shaft. Cherish every game. Cardathea.
I'm ready.
Yeah, right into the wall.
Leave it to me. The hour is upon us. I sense your weakness. Hopefully this helps. Strike from the shadows. The end has come. I sense your weakness. Wind guide me.
It's been a long time since I saw this place as it was meant to be. So beautiful. I had forgotten.
Do you want to stop for a while?
No. We have more important things to do.
Let's check back on Hogness now.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
An unexpected discovery.
Oh yeah, it was an actual chest this time. I'm so used to them being mimics.
Let me remove the sword. At least you won't come to harm.
We'll do it together.
But
If it's a trap, we stand a...
no traps.
How does it feel to trust me?
It feels good. Why don't you call Foam over? Try whistling. Like this.
Here goes.
Foam heard you. Come on.
The way you were when you saw the plushie echo, it was... unexpected. I think the martyrdom of the Blessed Fleur-de-Lis needs a rewrite.
What's that?
A play about you, written by Cristoforo the playwright.
Oh, how did he portray me?
I would rather hear the joyous songs of the masses than any solemn hymn of remembrance. Perhaps the Sentinel feels the same.
I'd never say that.
In the end, no matter what anyone else says, As long as you stay true to yourself, everything will be alright. Doesn't matter if it's the Threnodian or the Sentinel. They don't get to change who you are.
What you said back there. Thank you.
Two down.
Fleur-de-Lis, my resonator, why dost thou persist? Why abandon thy oath? Why hinder the spread of my gospel?
You are a false divinity. Gehenna will reveal the truth.
Gehenna, the lone dragon to have escaped. The one blessed by the dark tide shall return to us. Continue thy disobedience at the risk of insanity. Look around. Thou hast none left. My most beloved resonator. Why persist in the error of thy ways?
I will never forget my cause. If divinity takes up arms against the innocent, I will raise my sword against divinity. With the support and hope of countless souls, I stand before you. They fell, so I may rise!
You saw that too? Gehenna, the one you mentioned earlier. What happened to him? Thank you. Anna, Casitomo, Olnat, everyone. I am finally able to face all of you. I am not your enemy, and your sacrifices were not in vain.
Hey, Rover. Just now there was...
Shh. Later. Someone needs a quiet moment.
Sorry you had to see me lose my composure. I found my true self again. It doesn't matter if I am indeed the Threnodian's resonator, because I know who to stand by and who to cut down. Some of my memories have returned, thanks to you and Cantarella.
Feeling better?
No, not yet. Not until we free the Sentinel and defeat the Threnodian. That is why we need to investigate the frequency you absorbed earlier.
My turn to shine. That blue thingy in your tacit mark totally tastes like Threnodian. Of course not. It reeks. Just the smell alone is enough. Like I said, it's mixed up with something. It's too tough to chew.
If the Sentinel splits their own energy to prepare the true Blessed Maiden, then why would they split off the Threnodian's energy and then channel it through Hognis to the person who unsealed the passage? But the frequency of the Sentinel's true Blessed Maiden is that a fusion of the two would endanger her life.
The answer might lie behind the third sealed passageway. Cardathia is starting to make sense of things, but she'll need time to get her head straight. Same as before. We'll keep watch tonight and continue our journey tomorrow.
Of course. Is there anything you'd like to discuss? Dragon Tacit discords lived here long before the Renacita settlers arrived. With time and patience, they are fiercely intelligent and have their own social order. Gehinnom was their king, and the only one we believed could lift the siege of the Dark Tide. We hoped he would bring us the truth. But is there anything you'd like to discuss? I am a resonator born of the merge between the Sentinel and Threnodian. Do I belong to the Threnodian? Or the Sentinel? Juhe's resonator sounds like a woman of strength. I would like to meet her someday. Is there anything you'd like to discuss? I need to clear my mind. You should get some rest. But Oh, yum! Laura salad. My favorite.
A man named Bartolino once told me that the Sentinel recommended this dish to him during
The voice he heard was mine. The body is a temple for the mind. To keep your mind sharp, do you consume healthy food? That's probably... After I became a resonator, the voice all the laureates heard was my own. Still, the Laura salad is undeniably the best dish out there.
So...
No. I can no longer taste any. How else would I have been able to last for so long? You should save your food for those who...
Good evening. How goes progress on your end? So, a portion of energy was split from the Threnodian.
Do you trust Cardathia now?
Rover, the soul is like a boiling cauldron. You may know the ingredients you add, but who can predict what will come of it? It might become an elixir, or perhaps a poison. I've watched it happen far too many times. One must never grow complacent.
So, any updates on your end?
I found several things which may tip the scales in our favor.
Such as?
It would take too long to explain. And you deserve your rest, don't you? I will be there when your journey ends. We will speak of it then.
What? My eyes are still peeled. Nope. Nada. Zilch. I can't shake the feeling that the two frequencies are somehow connected.
Imperator has the power to split energy, and Leviathan to merge and assimilate. So the source of that connection might very well be Leviathan's powers at work.
Yeah, could be. Isn't there one last place to go? Who knows what you'll need to cram into your tacit mark next?
Is that Cardathia? Oh.
Boy, that sharp turn got me. I tried. You say I did. Oh, come the fuck on. Why is this thing being so fucking stubborn? Give it a sec. Give it a sec.
Wind guide me.
Turn is so hard for me to do. I ain't not leaving the front. Yeah. That actually helps.
Hopefully this helps.
I didn't know I could do that. If I had known that.
Sorry I woke you.
Were you singing just then?
Yes, a farewell song from the people of Renacita. We usually sing it when a friend is about to leave. During that battle, I never got to say goodbye or mourn their passing. And before my memories came back, I wasn't sure if I was worthy of paying them my respects. So now, even though I know these are just lingering frequencies, and they might not understand me, I want to say goodbye properly, and thank them. Do you think I'm fooling myself?
No. I'm sure they can feel what's in your heart. I'm not just saying that to comfort you. I believe it's possible. I once saw two friends. One who was already dead, reconcile with each other from within a Sonaro sphere. When frequencies are concentrated in one place, it's possible that their reverberations could still carry traces of human will.
Meaning?
They might still be able to hear and feel. Your voice, your goodbyes, your feelings could have reached them. After all, these frequencies are strong enough to manifest in the real world.
Really?
They haven't made a move against us. They must still remember you, which means they can probably hear you too.
I'm glad. No. If they can still hear and feel, then the time for goodbyes hasn't come. I need to give them a real victory.
You can ease up a little. As long as their obsession holds and the Snarosphere stays intact.
Bound by obsession, till relieved of duty.
Cardathia?
Nothing.
Hey, since we know you don't carry any blame, should I call you Cardathia or Fleur-de-Lis?
Cardathia. Yes. Cardathia will do. I want to stay here for a moment. Will you keep me company? Good morning.
Morning, Cardathia.
It's time to go. Today is the day we settle this.
Let's do it.
Isn't it good
Holmes
that
telling
I'm not
us to
being
hurry
so
up.
indecisive on Monster Hunters right now? Oh, okay. I mean, I left it. Sure. There you go.
Hopefully this helps.
I wonder how Cantarella's doing.
We can call her if you're worried.
Wait, I'm not ready yet.
Ever the early riser. Did you call to say good morning?
Good morning.
Is something the matter, Cardathia?
I just wanted to know how you're doing.
So you do care. Good to know my efforts weren't wasted.
She hung up. Was that meant as encouragement?
Everyone shows kindness in their own way.
That is cool, yet entirely creepy. I'm gonna go over there. But I'm gonna go over here.
Over there. That's Haltia.
That painting.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Something tells me this ain't gonna be easy.
Cadento!
He's not who you think he is. Strike from the shadows. The hour is upon us. Hopefully this helps. I sense your weakness.
There's no way it was that easy. No way it was that easy.
Let's finish rebuilding the waterway.
Ah!
Identical to the last one. But we have to remove the shackles.
See, I know it wasn't gonna be that easy.
Wind guide me.
Bound by obsession, till relieved of duty. Oh, Cadento, won't you let go?
Strike from the shadows.
You will when I'm done.
Hopefully this helps. The end has come.
I'm going to break the chains.
Wait, I have an idea.
That is impressive.
And the wall was weak. But yeah, it is the sword going against the large ass construct, so it makes sense.
Same as before.
Watch out!
Hopefully this helps. I sense your weakness. No hesitation. Moment of resonance. Strike from the shadows. Hopefully this helps. No hesitation.
He's gonna get harder and harder.
Leave it. It's coming back faster each time. The end has come. I sense. Hopefully this helps.
Sorry about that. Actually, I've been enjoying this. Backpack. first and foremost, I'll eat something. I'm not trying to switch. I'm just trying to use, but okay, sure. Can I eat? Okay, I was able to eat at least.
Leave it to me.
Watch out!
No hesitation. The end has come. Hopefully this helps. Strike from the shadows.
Does that mean he's finally been freed?
Yeah, good guy.
Now we can smash that statue back in.
The morph painting over there should allow us to reach the highest point.
There we go. I'll be right back. Alright guys, back. I'm sorry about that. I had to give me this little snack. So if you hear munching, it's just me. And I apologize.
Did you know that echo well?
Cadanto was my first echo after I joined the Order. When I stood against the Threnodian, he took a mortal blow meant for me and fell to the Dark Tide. I never thought he'd come back as a tacit discord.
But he still recognized this sword, and was still trying to protect it.
Haltia was my saber. I practiced with it often in sparring sessions with Cadanto. Looks like he's still trapped in the past, doesn't it? We must finish this and free Cadanto.
He's back again. I sense your weakness. Hopefully this helps. No hesitation. The end has come. Hopefully this helps. The hour is upon us.
Yeah, he's a tough cookie. I want to eat. Huh?
I'll handle this.
Please, allow him to fight at your side.
thou return to me?
Someone must expose your lies. As long as there is a sliver of hope, I will not give up.
Is that so? Then I shall reveal the truth. Fleur-de-Lis, why dost thou resonate with me?
What?
Why dost thou hear into the minds of the faithful? Why dost thou act as my oracle? All this, and yet thou dost not question.
Shut up!
The answer is this. Fleur-de-Lis, thou art my creation. I made thee, thy life, thy hopes, thy will, thy past. All that thou art, I made whole. I made perfect. I fed upon the trust, adoration, and longing heaped upon thee by the masses. Thy resonance brought forth the second dark tide.
What? Those clashing frequencies just calmed down. That feels way better.
Looks like Abby's settled down. It seems we were both affected. I'm starting to remember everything, just like you sensed I would. The force that modulated the Sentinel and Threnodian's frequencies came from me. No, it wasn't what I originally intended. I think having you take it from here may be for the best. This crown. It turned into what it is after the Dark Tide came. This is what the Threnodian uses to control its resonator. When the Threnodian unleashed the second Dark Tide, I, as the Cartathea you see before you, split the part of myself that wished to live. After seeing the corruption that stood before me, I chose to be broken from the very beginning, to escape the Threnodian's inevitable grasp. You see, when I destroyed the Threnodian that had taken over the Sentinel's body, it immediately began to assimilate into Fleur-de-Lis, its resonator. She was the part of me that was left after I split myself. She retained the most power, and now hopes to one day destroy everything. Even herself. The Threnodian's endless whispers and screeches are slowly chipping away at Fleur-de-Lis's resolve. That's why she had no choice but to split her power's frequencies, just to buy herself more time. But using such resonance abilities came at a cost. The split frequencies. They needed a vessel. We don't have much time left, so, you see, I have been instinctively searching for someone to wield that power. All that was given, possessed, or taken by the false divinity, I must pass to the one capable of resisting it. This is how I intend to lay the false divinity to rest. Not just its life, but its very existence for all time. Fleur-de-Lis, the part of me I left behind. One that also contains the Threnodian. Bound by obsession, till relieved of duty. Today, the part of me that wishes to live on will vanish. Is it because my... Will you accompany me? Seems like I won't get a chance to apologize to Cantarella. The preparations were futile. Please, tell her I'm sorry.
She's doing something else. I thought this was going to end on a bad note, or as bad as it's going to make, as it's making it out to seem. She probably already added all that up.
Wind guide me.
This was where everything started. The origin of the second dark tide. I have one final request. Now that you have the power to split and merge energy, there is something only you can do. Please, use the connection I still share with Fleur-de-Lis to bring the last fragments of her tortured consciousness here. Then, with your power, remake us as one, and finally release us from this world. That way, the Threnodian will remain trapped forever in a lifeless shell, unable to return to this world. I have lived my life to the fullest. I would like the ones who are left to do so as well. Cartathea has had her wish fulfilled. Now, it's Fleur-de-Lis's turn. She seeks self-destruction to end the divinity, and with it, her torment. She has lost all hope and believes that no rescue is possible. Remaking us as one is the only way I can think of to fulfill her wish. Or rather, grant her what we wish. I was born to this world cursed. The Threnodian intended for me to live as a threat to others. But the puppet born of its wickedness will become the prison that seals its fate.
Well, no, never saw the entire Star Wars trilogy, so couldn't tell you. Besides, it's no fun trying to compare things.
I shall be whole again, true to myself at last. A fitting end, don't you think? I have reached my final destination. One last swan song, and then the lights go out.
I understand.
Thank you. And forgive me.
I can't hold it any longer!
Why are you doing this? Neither Cartathea nor Fladalise should continue to exist. Don't go.
I heard your request. But I prefer to handle this my way.
Not even whole, yet still ever so determined.
Cantarella.
Bone brought me here. I'd have shown myself earlier. But it didn't seem like the right time to interrupt. Looks like what I prepared could still be put to good use.
Turvin.
The Sentinel's sword. It will help you resist the Threnodians' attack.
What's inside?
To pass the divine trials, every potential maiden must resonate with the Sentinel through Turvin. Those who survive receive fragments of truth, but at a cost. Memories lost in varying degrees. The lost memories fall into this sonorosphere, each carrying faint traces of the Sentinel's power, the power within those fragments of truth. Turvin absorbs this energy. The Sentinel's energy flows through you. You are more than worthy of wielding this sword. But you, Cartathea, you alone must choose to wield it. Only then will it become the Blessed Maiden's sword.
Does it also hold the sacrifice you made?
No, my sacrifice was used up long ago. At the time I resonated with the Sentinel, I saw you through their distorted eyes. Or rather, I saw Fleur-de-Lis battling the Threnodian. In that moment, I made a sacrifice that would shift the balance of power.
Was it?
The energy I received from the Sentinel's second awakening. I split it from myself and offered it back to the Sentinel so they could, for a moment, regain control of their body. Only by doing this could Fleur-de-Lis seize the moment to kill the already tainted Sentinel. So, the real Blessed Maiden is dead. But there is no reason why the false Blessed Maiden cannot herself become the true Blessed Maiden, is there? A person of true character should never be defined by an inanimate blade. Both you and I were cursed to be mere playthings of the Threnodian. But that doesn't mean we cannot reshape our fate.
Thank you. In spite of my curse, my life of hardship, I must still save what is true.
Had you not stopped the second dark tide? Well, it is we who should be thanking you.
She must have gone through some hell.
At least you can't accuse me of ingratitude. I just need a moment's rest. Apologies, but they're doing something rather important. Please? Do give them some privacy. Abby?
Yeah, yep, I get it. We're gonna yoink Leviathan out. Huh? But all you have left is the energy I ate before. You sure that's enough?
Some things, you just gotta do.
Ain't doing it on an empty stomach, though.
Come to me, mighty god killer.
No hesitation. One with the sound. Shadow, follow! Down with the curtain!
Damn, I was actually going good.
You would betray yourself.
No! This is not betrayal!
A person of true character should never be defined by an inanimate blade. Both you and I were cursed to be mere playthings of the Threnodian. But that doesn't mean we cannot reshape our fate.
In the end, no matter what anyone else says, as long as you stay true to yourself, everything will be all right.
This is me being true to myself!
Imperators? No. Your own power. Useless.
As long as I can save the person in front of me, I am not useless! No retreat! At least, run, damn it! Everything. How could this be? Again, failed. I'm sorry.
And I walk down the glory path, bring honor and brightness back.
This warm light must not fade. Take my power, my blessings, my past. Seek out a future where I am your blade. We'll find it together. Righteous one.
Well, now she gets a new eye. Oh shit!
Moment of resonance. Wind calls, waves follow. Wind howls, unfettered by bounds. Hopefully this helps. Down with the curtain. Wind calls, waves follow. The wicked will face judgment. Waves rise, judgment strikes. Swift and resolute. The hour is upon us. No hesitation.
Now this is cool. Oh man.
Wind calls, waves follow. Wind howls, unfettered by bounds. Swift and resolute.
That's cool. There's 3 of her. That's crazy.
Frequency in her body is already...
Arbiter, despair not, for all is not lost. Arbiter, forgive me for meeting thee in such a form.
Imperator? I thought you...
I safeguarded my core data, lest I be wholly assimilated. Arbiter, dost thou remember the covenant we made? Soon thou shalt recall all. Thou didst desire that I uncover the Threnodian's true nature. So, I set forth a condition. That my root privileges be unbound. That I might act without restriction.
I actually remember that.
With unrestricted access, you were going to
merge with Leviathan. A measure of last resort. At the time, I had no other recourse. So, I allowed it to believe it had prevailed. The Threnodian is a taint upon civilization. Only by partaking of its blight could I seek to comprehend it.
So, what did you learn?
The Threnodian cannot be undone while civilization endureth. Even it knows not the means of its own destruction. But we may yet shackle it.
What role does Cardathia play in this?
When Leviathan merged with me, it breached my mind. I offered knowledge of the Resonator, yet concealed one small truth. Beings such as we may bear but a single Resonator. The Threnodian used my return pod to conceive an entity known as Fleur de Lis. After centuries of failure, we were of one body. Therefore, when Fleur de Lis became Leviathan's Resonator, she also became mine. But mark this well. To the Sentinel, a Resonator is an anchor. To the Threnodian, they are but a shackle.
What made you decide to leave Turvan with the Phasaelias?
When first I did merge with the Threnodian, I sought only but to bide, awaiting a Resonator of steadfast will to join me in the war against the Threnodian. After Fleur de Lis's conception, Cantarella became my safeguard. But had Fleur de Lis fallen to the Threnodian sway, as long as one mortal using Turvin passed the second awakening to become my own Resonator, then the law that no being shall bear more than one Resonator at a time wouldst have been shattered. This wouldst rend asunder the frequencies of I, Imperator, Leviathan, and Fleur de Lis in a tempest of chaos. And the Threnodian wouldst not escape destruction. Such was my intention, yet Cantarella chose another way.
Not all journey toward a final destination. Some are destined to pave the way. Take my energy. I will find a way out myself. I trust this will serve to pave the way for you.
She forfeited all the power of the second awakening, surrendering it unto me. With that newfound power, I did briefly regain control, and in that moment...
But that wasn't your original plan.
No. It was an unexpected variable. A plan I could not have conceived. Or rather, a plan born of hope. Perhaps this is the influence humanity has wrought upon me. To change is to be free. Fleur de Lis overcame the fate Leviathan ordained, and so too did Cantarella walk a path unscribed in my records. Though the journey was fraught with twists, we stand victorious.
I don't know if the end justifies the means.
Arbiter.
I can't speak for what I wasn't a part of. You did what you could do in that moment. Anyone still standing because of it doesn't get to judge.
Arbiter, in the few moments we have left, might I speak?
Call her Cardathea. That's what she wanted. How do you intend to bring her back?
Remnants of her frequency linger within thy tacit mark. So long as a conduit is established, her frequency shall be reborn into me. This dying breeze has little time left. Let it guide her on its final journey. Arbiter, one question remains. Did I fulfill the charge set upon me? Arbiter, take these words to the Thessalius. From this day forth, you are free. Cardathea, awaken.
You are...
I am Imperator, a being that owes you a great debt. I have a question I wish to ask thee. Dost thou rage at how life has unfolded? Dost thou renounce faith or hold resentment? If thou wishes to forget, I can erase the past from thy memory.
Such memories do bring me pain. But that is evidence of their truth. Without the truth, I would not have had the strength to carry on. The truth is a beacon in the maelstrom of my life, and I would rather suffer for it and rejoice in it than abandon it to blissful ignorance. I am true to myself. Please, don't make me forget who I am.
I have heard thy wish.
If I go, you will be one step closer to perfection.
No. If you do that, I wouldn't be me. To deny my own self and my experiences means any perfection I reach will be hollow. I would be heartless.
Thou hast need of divinity no longer. Though my power hath waned, I now offer thee my blessings. Let the winds of the past depart. The ships of this new era no longer need their guidance. Though the tide's rage is endless, humanity shall embark upon new voyages. No longer shall scroll and prophecy bind, but thy will shall forge a new era. Cardathea, thou art worthy to bear the title of Blessed Maiden.
Righteous one. I have never seen you look as gentle as you did during our fight.
Let me ask you this one more time. Should I call you Cardathea or Fleur-de-Lis?
I want to say that it doesn't matter. But since you first met me as Cardathea, that is who I shall be.
Very well. Cardathia.
I thought I saw the Sentinel just now. So where are they? What do we do now? I can't return to Raguna as Fleur-de-Lis, and I need not serve divinity anymore. Who I was, and my past aspirations, are all gone. I feel empty. Not a bad idea. But right now, I don't want to think about anything. I'll stay here for a while longer. Is that all right?
The one who defies has banished herself to the High Tower, cleansing the remnants of the Dark Tide. Yet, she knew not that the Dark Tide would never recede. She shall prove the most loyal servant to divinity.
You are wrong! Humanity has its flaws, and you've exploited our weaknesses. But we shall not go down without a fight.
You are no longer whole. You are not the perfect creation I conceived. Be that as it may, how long shall thy resolve endure?
The righteous will always rise to defeat evil. I will defeat you, and await my own defeat. Whoever it is, the tide of resistance never ceases. False divinity, suffer my disobedience!
I cannot fall now. No wall is impregnable. Humanity has its flaws, exploited by the Threnodian. But we shall not go down without a fight. The waves of resistance shall never cease. Mankind will not be oppressed by the Threnodian. Now, be free. Light, come hither! Make way for your destroyer. Come to me. Mighty God Killer.
Let me be there for everyone. as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Righteous One, please keep what happened between us. Yes, I'm fine. I know what I want to do now. I want to surpass you. You're strong. Stronger than me. You could defy my wishes, ignore my pleas, defeat me, and in the end save me. But if one day you find yourself in a similar predicament to mine, who's going to save you? Your bond with the Sentinel is now a bond with me. You were their arbiter, and they were your helper. But I want to go beyond that. I want to be more than someone who works on trifles, like harmonizing the frequencies between you and Abby.
Hey, I'm more than a trifle. Wait, I didn't realize you're the reason I stopped feeling icky.
Should the day come when you find yourself in a similar predicament to mine, I'd need to defy your wishes, ignore your pleas, defeat you, and be your savior. If that were to ever happen, wouldn't I need greater power to set you right, just like how you set me right? Would you deny me the chance to return the favor? Since I swore to be your blade, it follows that I must hone myself to a keen edge.
Right now, you're less a blessed maiden and more a steely knight.
Well, my one creed is to be true to myself. In that sense, I am rather headstrong. A knight. Yes, perhaps I'll be a knight-errant. That does sound appealing. But, truthfully, so much of this world feels unfamiliar to me now. Will you be there to guide me, should I need it? Then it is agreed. One last thing. You should speak with Cantarella. I can sense she made it out of the Sonorosphere safely. I'll go later.
Leave it to me.
The show begins.
Check me. Keep it together.
Together we vanish. Take form. Mind's eye.
Sentinel protects me. To the Sentinel. Together we stand. Purified. Together we stand. Bluebird, be my salvation. Path is arduous. I call upon the Sentinel.
Keep it together. Down with the curtain! Last chance. Together we vanish. Beckon the divine flames.
Oh, look, shiny.
No, ain't no walk all the way here. Fuck that.
So you haven't forgotten me. I shouldn't put my guest on the spot. Moving on. How is Cartithea?
She needs time.
Understandable. Her transition back to mortal life is a drastic departure from her former existence. Now, I suppose I should thank you.
What's this?
Blood Pact's pledge. A symbol of the unbreakable pact between you and the Phasalia family. Each head of the family is entitled to one, and only one. You vanquished the Threnodian and brought peace at last to the Phasalias. You should have it. Consider this a token of gratitude.
Is that the only one?
You wish for more? Or is there something else you'd have me do? Oh. Do you intend to mediate between the two families? Tiresome feuds rarely last between two formidable... But alas, there is only so much light. Some branches greedily reach for more than they need, and the forgot disagreements lie not only between families, but also within them. How fortunate I now find myself with time to fix. If you're interested, I'd gladly teach you how to care.
Before I forget, Imperator left a message.
Tell me. I'm ready.
From this day forth, you are free.
I'll remember that.
Will you tell the others?
I've spent so long preparing for this day. A few more will hardly make a difference.
I'll take my leave then.
More tea before you go.
Let me be there for everyone.
Alright, now before I do all that, I'm going to start. I gotta do her. Alright, so time to start level grinding some of my
Let me be
later.
there for everyone. As we head toward our shared future, leaving the
First
past
off,
behind.
I gotta get used to this. Ah, shit. Alright, so I'm actually going to stop this here. I'm going to be pretty much grinding and leveling up all this offline, but I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I'm glad I got to finish it. I'll see you all another time, though. See you later.